Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Live. It's your girl, Jessica Bojorquez, your favorite Arizona real estate professional. And tonight, I'm talking with a dear friend of mine, Tony Lamka, who is the executive director of Accept the Challenge. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to help educate and give awareness to our children to help them, be more in tune of what they're eating. So, as I wait for my guests to come on in, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about, as the year is winding down for us and as a business owner and entrepreneur, it gives us this time to really think about the difference that we have been able to make this year. And so talking with another hey Tim, how's it going? Is the executive director. He can definitely certainly tell us a little bit more about what is going on and
Hey,
how we can really truly make a difference. Tony, how are you? Long time no see. Are you stuck? Oh, cool. Well, welcome in as our guest continues to arrive through. Hopefully our connection will be a little bit better, but right now we are enjoying the Arizona sunset and, getting ready to talk a lot about how we can truly make an impact together with your help with preventing and ending really child obesity. And we got cut off, so he's going to come back in. But one thing about this program that I want to talk to you a little bit about, and I want to let you guys know that if you didn't catch our last segment together, we were able to really talk about the sponsorship that you guys can have in this nonprofit. And it's really where you are able to sponsor kids, students, and you can sponsor schools in different states. And there's different tiers of sponsorships that you guys can go into. And so what it is designed to do is basically help our children in our schools figure out a way, one, what these foods do for our bodies and how Tony's trying to get back up. Mr. Tone Up is trying to get back up. So how we are able to educate them and bring more awareness to what they're putting in their body, but not only that, the different starches that the body needs, so it breaks everything down. And so we are coming together and really trying to help our children be more aware. And as a product of the public school system out here in Arizona, I know for sure that, that's just wasn't even an option. And when later on in my adult life, I found out that I had certain intolerances to foods that I had no idea. So being on the board of directors of this program and making sure that we are able to help educate not only our parents, but our staff, our teachers, and obviously our students to be able to do this. And the sponsorships go greatly for, what you can do. And you can click on the links below that will be provided a little bit later. But, as we continue to go through this, reflection and go a little inward to figure out if you are an entrepreneur, what kind of difference are you making in the lives of others, maybe in your clients, in your clients, in your communities. How are you truly making a difference with our children? They are the epitome of our future. Hey, welcome
okay,
back.
well, I can hear you now. I feel like a yo-yo. I'm just looking at myself. I'm looking at you, but it's doing nothing. Thank you for your patience. Love technology.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And that's okay. You're here, and that's what matters.
No, thank you.
So
Thank you.
I was just filling in. Thank you for staying tuned, you guys. I was just filling our audience in about a little bit what we talked about the last time, how there's
Yeah.
different tiers of sponsorships and accept the challenge. But I want you to really quickly go through some of the staggering stats that you recently found out, and obviously
Yeah.
type 2 diabetes and all these
Yeah.
really crazy, statistics and facts that are coming through right now, and what we are doing to help prevent and gain more
Right.
awareness. So Tony
Well,
Lamka,
okay.
the show now.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Folks, thank you for checking in with us here. It is nuts. We spent as a country $1.7 trillion treating obesity. In Arizona alone, we're at $42 billion. Now, here's the fun part. We spent 34% of 1% on prevention. Is that not crazy? We spend nothing on preventing. And by the time you're 13, if you are obese, you will be obese the rest of your life. And I know
Or
everyone out
chances
there,
are.
yeah, chances are. I mean, it's highly probable will be. Um, but we all know someone who's obese or heading in that direction, and we can help reverse it and prevent it by educating you about the nutrients. What are they? What do they do? How do you find them on a label in conjunction with regular exercise? It's easy to do. We've been doing it for 25 years, and we would love to help anybody out there. And the price point, $25 to help a child prevent child obesity. It's not expensive to do. Um, and we've been doing it for a long time. You could check
It's a
out.
group effort. It's a group
Yeah,
effort for these kids, the adolescents, and it doesn't necessarily have to be schools. It could be, it can be boys and girls
families.
clubs or communities, churches, wherever it is.
Right,
But obviously you want to make a difference and a huge impact on your community. So
right.
that some of the benefits of sponsorships through these channels are, obviously some of the marketing and the positive outlet that you'll probably get from the press and, obviously all the
Right.
kids and the
Right.
teachers and the schools and the parents involved. But, I want to go back to some of the stats that really, really caught my attention, and some of the type 2 diabetes stats that you have,
Sure.
along with, the crazy age groups that we are starting to see type 2 diabetes in. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, type 2 diabetes right now in children, again, we're seeing it more prominently. Kids younger than 15 years old, 15, 14, 13, are getting type 2 diabetes. What's sad is that the government doesn't control corporate America. So corporate America is allowed to target our children and basically steer them in the direction of buying food that is not nutrient based. It's processed, and again, they know like we do that if you're eating these things, by the time you turn 13, Jessica, 90% of your habits are developed, including your eating and exercise habits. So it's very hard for our young ones to turn things around when it becomes part of the lifestyle. With diabetes in this state, in Arizona, we're just shy of 2 million people having pre-diabetes, with about a half million people with diabetes. And again, it's all preventable if you know your nutrients and you exercise.
And I love this program, and
Yeah.
these stats. If obviously, your subconscious is definitely developed by the time you're
Yeah.
13, so you have all of
Right.
these habits, and this is what you're talking about. So the
Right.
adolescence part of making sure you're eating healthy. I didn't start eating healthy until I was later on an adult,
Right.
so I get it. But also, I was over 200 pounds,
Couldn't
in
tell
my
by
adult life.
looking at you.
Thank you. But this is why I work so hard, and this is why I'm
Right.
so passionate about this, is because had I known, how food really, really, truly affects my body, then,
Right.
I think it would have probably made a huge difference in a lot of my decisions. And
Sure.
so this is what we're trying to prevent. We are trying to educate kids so they don't have to go through that. They don't have to go, and experience type 2 diabetes. You don't have to go through, probably experience some sort of a scare for your mortality. It's
Right.
that line of being able to stay aware. Not only that, you focus better, you sleep better, you're more active, right? So
There's so many benefits, so many
right.
benefits. Yeah.
And so as students, you go through this program. It's a huge ordeal, and we can get through that as well. But in the program, you say there's a breakdown, and I love this interactive site that you have. Can you tell us a little bit about the characters and what the kids can maybe, what the parents and the kids can probably expect if they signed on to this program?
When we send on, you go to a place called Knowledge Island. It's the home of the top 6 nutrients. So you get to learn about what they are, what they do, and they'll have little bios on them. But we talk about charge your carb, flex protein, precious mineral, Vita vitamins, ice water, Fester fat cell. I mean, they're all there. They're all real, and the kids get to engage with them, interact with them as they build this raft to get off the island. So it's a lot of fun because as they're cruising through the island, they're learning about the nutrients, how to exercise. We go from the point of teaching proper form, how to do a push-up, and doing a sit-up, and doing it properly. And then we have you do weekly assignments, which is fun. The program records everything, so you can see on a daily basis what you're putting in your body, the foods, the nutrients, the amount of exercise you're doing. And then every week the program will send you a progress report, so you get to see what you're doing.
And a scoreboard.
There's a leaderboard. It's fun. It's engaging. Yeah. And the most important thing, Jessica, is when you do it, then you own the outcome. You're in shape, Jessica, because you took the time to figure it out. And that's we've kind of done that for the kids. We figured out a fun way of doing it. The kids do it. It's 4 weeks or 8 weeks, depending what version of the program they want to do. But now they own the outcome because they put the time in to learn it. And so when they watch TV, when they're talking to their friends, here, eat this, it's healthy. Well, why is it healthy? Show me the nutrition facts. Prove it to me. When I need carbs, I need starch carbs. Maybe I need fiber. Maybe I need protein. They'll be able to look at the label, see what's in it, and decide for themselves now with knowledge, is this the right choice for me? And it's fun, it's engaging, and it's a great time for families because mom and dad, your kids love you and they want you to live forever. They're going to make you do the program with them. It's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. And the beauty about this is it's available both in English and Spanish.
It's in
Spanish
as well. Yes.
And as a mom, being able to have that, although my son is going to be 19 on New Year's Day, right. Shout out to Jose Fe, my baby boy. But when he was an adolescent, I was always, cognizant of what I was putting into my body. Sure. And so now, and he still sees like now my diet is completely different. So, but him being that he is tall, very, very skinny, he's pushing up to 6'5", even him to, have the metabolism that he has, having him be more educated on his fitness and doing it, like it's something that you can't take back, that experience together. And, I feel that even now when we are able to exercise together is such a huge, important part of our lives.
Well, it's fun. And it's not, the thing is, it's not in our schools. And that's, we're working on a bill right now. It's called the Heart Health Equity Inclusion Bill here for Arizona to make heart health equal to reading, writing, and math. So many of our children, again, by the time you're 13, if you have bad habits, eating and exercise, they're going to stick with you probably for the rest of your life, but we can change that. And, mom and dad, you can help us out with that as well. Reach out to us. We could tell you more about it. We're working with some of the legislators right now and getting this bill passed where our children are made to learn about heart health, made to exercise, where it's going to benefit them. They're not going to walk. They're going to tax their heart and get in shape is what you need to do to get healthy. It's easy.
Yeah, there's a few things we probably need in our school system. Would you agree?
Right. We need health is one of them. We need health. We need health.
We do need health. We certainly do. And because, when you are able to break things down, not only what you're putting in your body, but how you're treating your body, it's so important. And, as something that is so needed in our school systems, to be able to have this knowledge to give to the kids,
Well,
and just
the
be able
self, yeah, Jessica, to the self-confidence. When you try doing a push-up and can't do it, and then you can, you're going to get all excited. You're elated. You're like, wow, look at like mom, look at me. And what's going to happen is kids are going to learn that pop is not good for you. And if your child learns that pop is bad for you, they're not going to smoke. They're not going to do drugs. They're not going to do fentanyl because they don't need that. They don't need to be coerced into doing something to prove something. They're going to have the self-confidence to succeed at whatever they do because they're going to have this program as a background for them that can always reference, hey, when I couldn't do a push-up, Mr. Tone from Operation Tone showed me how to do it, and now I can do it. When I wasn't able to run fast, by doing these exercises, now I can run fast. So they're going to have that reference point, and we can't take it away from them. And that's what's so empowering here is that they own the outcome. I'm going to beat that word up, own, because you own the outcome because you put forth the effort to learn it. And that's priceless.
yes, for sure, 100%. And
Yeah.
so, to learn more information about what Tony is talking about in Operation Tone Up, we have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
So talk a little bit about the YouTube channel, or like how people can go to find what it is that they need to learn more about Operation Tone Up and sponsorship.
You just have to Google it. If you go to operationtoneup.com, you can hit the donate button there and donate. You can see about the program. You can test drive the program, do a demo. We have a YouTube page. Obviously, we're on Instagram. We're pretty much, if you Google Operation Tone Up, we're everywhere. But our YouTube page is Operation Tone Up. A lot of videos, you can see the children in West Virginia. They went to the governor and taught the governor about the nutrients. He knew nothing about it. It was amazing.
Yes, that's awesome.
The little guy learned about sodium and knew how much, because he knew how to read a nutrition facts label, and then he went on a field trip. The school gave him a little treat, or whatever you want to call it, a sandwich, whatever. He took it upon himself to read the nutrition facts label, and he put like 2,500 grams worth of sodium in his body, and he told the governor, this is nuts. I only need 500 milligrams to be healthy. This is 5 times the amount I need. What are you doing to me? And the governor, Governor Justice, you can Google it. He was pretty taken by it. They didn't know we were doing that to you.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's incredible. And you have a lot of stories like this. You guys have been around and doing this for
25 years.
25 years.
Long time.
And so it's a long time. And through this process, you've had some really, really great sponsors like Quaker Oats, and some of our Arizona
Blue Cross Blue Shield is a partner of ours right now. And we've had a lot of people.
And it's not just Arizona based. This is the beauty of it. It's nationwide to be able to do this in our schools all over the place. And if you feel a calling to be able to help educate our kids and have our governors and politicians, hey, something's not right. What are you feeding us?
Right.
Then that'll give them the check that they needed. But so before we head out, I want you to really quickly review the sponsorship tiers. Obviously, it takes $25 per student to sponsor them for an 8-week program that is, designed to be school-based and get kids involved in the community, involved with the teachers and sponsors and all these great things. But I want to know a little bit more on how high we can go with sponsorship, and maybe a little bit touch on what their rewards will be for what they get for their money, the ROI, not only tax deductible, right? 100%
well, I think, right. And I get that, we have sponsorship as high as of $250,000, but that's national. You're everywhere. We have you all over the island. And it probably was $500,000. I'm sorry. We can customize anything, but the biggest thing is the value you're going to get is the visibility. You're going to be associated with a program that can prevent childhood obesity, and that's priceless. Media, we get hundreds of thousands of free media coverage every year. But, again, depending what kind of sponsor you are, if you're a food vendor, maybe you're somebody that just wants to give monies because you've been blessed and you have the dollars to help out. You can be involved if you want to meet with the kids, through our program, talking to them. But I think the biggest thing is it's branding your brand with a brand that prevents child obesity. And it's going to be allowing those children to see your brand at a young age, growing up with it. They're going to equate you with health and become lifetime customers, no matter what you do. But I think the bigger thing is you're going to go to bed knowing that I did something. You're going to know where your money went. You're going to be able to see these kids. You're going to get to see results. And that's powerful. And that's what we're looking for, partners that care about their community, that want to make things better. We're driven to help children grow up to be healthy. And we can do it. And realistically, we cannot out child obesity within 5 years. If we got all our partners involved and hit it hard, it's that easy to do. Kids grades 3, 4, 5, and 6 that would get this program yearly in their school, this becomes a habit, and they're going to look at you and know your name forever. And I remember,
win-win-win. Yeah, win-win-win. Go ahead.
You can't lose. It's 777 like on slot machine. Bing, bing, bing. You're a winner. You win.
Yeah, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. The Oprah of education and winning and ending child obesity. So how does this pertain to obviously going into a nonprofit, and why am I bringing this into real estate? Is because one, it's a huge part of our upbringing, and as they say, it's not who you know, but it's who knows you. And as a real estate professional, it's my duty and obligation to get in front of business owners, to be able to talk to our communities, to get in front of the parents, and those are my clients and customers. They're buying houses, right? So I want to get in front of them and our children and be able to put this in our schools. And if you are in Arizona, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, but if you feel, like I said, if you feel the calling to this and you want to make a donation, I want you to click on Operation Tone Up, click the link in their bio, and donate today $25 per student, all the way up to $500,000. If that's what you need, it's a 501c3 nonprofit, 100% tax deductible. So anything else before we bid adieu for the holiday weekend?
No, I'm just excited. Again, it's going to be a nice weekend. Happy holidays to everybody out there. It's obviously it's warm here. Sorry for those who are in parts of the world that are cold, because it gets cold.
Yeah. I've witnessed, or not witnessed, I've seen how cold it can actually get in some places that I can't even fathom. Well, we have our 120 degree heat, but it's nothing nearly as cold, I guess. But hey.
They shut down some ski resorts this last couple of days because it's too cold.
Wow.
It's not fun. Yeah.
I can imagine.
I would not be happy if they didn't let me go out there.
Well, all right. Well, Tony, Operation Tone Up. You guys, make sure you check in. Tell your friends if this calls out to you. Make sure you share it. Let people know where they can find us and how they can make a great impact in your communities and your children's and your schools. So, all right, you guys,
we
have a beautiful,
yes,
100%. Click the links in bio to learn more information, or down below if you're catching the replay. All right. I'll see you later, Tony. I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas. Say hi to Heidi for me, your beautiful wife.
I will.
And I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Friday Night Live. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.